Good morning, YouTube. It is actually a beautiful day here in Detroit. The sun is out. I am on the way to the bowl, getting ready for my match. I'm not sure who I bowl, but as per usual, I don't usually look, nor do I care too much. But this is where the tournament changes a little bit. And so we are no longer bowling games for score against everybody. It is just 3 games on a pair against your opponent. Whoever has the highest 3-game series progresses through. So I feel like strategy for my own game here is going to be pretty critical, because you don't have an entire field breaking down the lanes. And usually, most typically, these types of matches on these types of patterns require you to play a little smarter. And there usually is a very defined part of the lane that you want to creep to. So I just don't see myself standing at the left gutter and hooking the whole lane today. I just think the pattern is really, really flat and really difficult. So we're probably going to have to play them a little straighter and try to keep out of as much trouble as we possibly can. But it's a fun format, because honestly, you're never out of it. Even when you, or maybe the entire building, thinks, is too many pins to catch with 1 game to go. I've seen and been a part of matches in which you're losing by over 100 with a game to go, and 300's a shot and 180's a bowled, and you can never really take your foot off the pedal until mathematically you can bowl zeros and you've won the match. So no matter what is happening, I'm going to constantly give it everything that I've got. And ultimately, even if the match isn't going great, you have to lose twice in this tournament, and so maybe there's some information that you can learn at the end of your match that you can take into your next match. So yeah, there's lots to be done, lots to be thought of, even when the match might be over. So like I said, fun. There's matches going on right now, so there's a left side of the bracket and a right side of the bracket, and I happen to fall on the right side of the bracket after finishing 10th in qualifying. So I'm not entirely sure what everyone else is doing in there at the moment, how they're bowling, where they're playing, but I'll go in, take a little peek at the last little bits of the match, and get myself ready for my match. So here we go. A road to a 5th Masters crown continues today. Let's get it. Good work. Now with your help.
Over down. Still a little left. We got to get it. Something we can make. I mean, everything's a circle right now. We haven't broken up all the splits, so see what happens here. Hayden's throwing some good shots in this match, so we'll see what happens. Jason maybe put some pressure on him in the 8th and 9th, but Hayden's balled awful good too.
Yeah, we're in trouble. Oh, alright. Well, we lost the first one. Hayden bowled very well. Most definitely deserved to win the match in terms of, you know, how he hit the pocket, and felt like he had a really, really good ball reaction. And for me, I felt like if it didn't split the 8-9 or kind of go a little bit light, it was a split. And so I couldn't break the splits up, which really hurt the score, you know. But yeah, I mean, we'll learn from that. Definitely, there was some good things that I saw, some good ball changes that I made. Yeah, I couldn't get away with the one that wasn't. They weren't bad shots; they just weren't as good, and it just did something crazy instead of just being nice and calm and just leave me something to spare. It was always some messy description of some abstract painting down there. But you know, this is how the Masters goes. This is why it's always, I think, hardest of all when you play a lefty, because you know, you've both got your own sides of the lane, and you're not really crossing each other's traffic. So whatever I'm seeing, he's not seeing. Sometimes it works out in your favour, sometimes they see it quite messy and we see it quite nice. And felt like today, definitely saw it really nice, and I just didn't make enough good ones. So, like I said, we're still in it. This is the longest possible path to the show now. We will play every single round from here on in, and it's do or die. So, you know, I have won the Masters from this exact position before. Gotta believe I can do it again.
Okay.
Alrighty, we're back in the car. I would much rather be on the lanes in the winner's bracket. But, like I said, inside the bowl, I mean, Hayden bowled beautifully. He really, most likely and realistically, based on the way that he bowled, probably should have won by a whole lot more than he did. And so he had an opportunity to shut me out, and the ball did what it was supposed to do and did his job. So I'm not disappointed in the sense like, oh, you bowled horrible and missed all your spares. Like, I felt like I just didn't have that. I didn't have that miss that I could 4-pin, or well, actually I didn't miss anything to the right on my very first shot. I missed to the right, but yeah, I bowled a really very quality game match, just in the sense of every now and then I would cut one short. I mean, like a board, and it would just find a way to go through the face instead of 4-pinning, and so that's something that I've got to fix, because part of these matches, yeah, you want to have great ball reaction to strike, but you also want to stay, as clean as you can and limit the amount of opens. So, and a lot of those splits, they weren't really makeable, or close to being makeable. They were all really difficult splits, and so that just tells me that the ball shape needs to change a little bit. And so it's probably a slight surface adjustment to a couple of balls to have as options, so I don't have to feel like I have to be perfect. And I guess from here on in, my ball selection and lane play is going to have to be impeccable, because there's no more chance. There's no more second chances. This is it. So it's fun. Now it's do or die. That's when the heart gets pumping, but it gets pumping for both of us. I will say, I would love to have one game this entire tournament without a split in it. That'd be nice. Or a pocket 7-10. I had another one in this match. I mean, granted, it didn't matter in the end. It was my very last ball, but it still found a way to show its face. So, I'd very much appreciate it. Thunderball, just cool your jets a little bit on the splits and the pocket 7-10s. Okay, I've had my fair share for the entire week. Don't need any more. You've proven your point. Anyway, so bowling starts again in a couple of hours or 3 hours. Gonna get a quick bite to eat. Try and put my feet up for a little bit, and then we're back into the contenders bracket, is what they call it. Contenders, not losers bracket anymore. It's the contenders bracket. So, I think contenders is a nicer word, but we bowlers feel like we're losers in that bracket. I wish it didn't change. I want to go out there and go, hey, who's in the losers bracket with me? Yeah, the losers. Who's in that bracket? Me and who else? But can't use the word losers anymore. Anyway, lunchtime, regroup. It's not over till it's over, and it's not over.